Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you are new. I'm Manganet. I do book related content and sometimes not, and during the whole month of February, me and Holy Tosh have been publishing a new video every single day. On today's video we are going to do something that has been requested. I was gonna say highly requested, but it hasn't been highly requested. It's simply been requested, which is to show our bullet journals of last year. So like a flip through, walk through, talk a little bit what we did on the bullet journal. Now, disclaimer, my bullet journal is not even worth of having a flip through, because each month I have like 3, maybe 5 pages on a wild month of information in there, and they are not like decorated or anything. My bullet journal is very practical. I've been through phases where I would decorate the bullet journal with stickers and things. I was never too much into washi tape because I think that's silly, and that then just reaches a point where you are spending too much time doing the bullet journal. And yes, people can argue that it's therapeutic, blah 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 blah. Not for me. For me, a bullet journal is supposed to be something practical to organize mostly what's going on in my life in terms of projects and things. So mostly things for the channel, to be honest, because personal life things don't really require organization, or if they do, it's just a note here and there. So I'd rather have that on my phone so that I have it with me all the time. Doesn't really matter. The disclaimer is that my bullet journal is really nothing special, and the only reason why we are doing this video is because some of you have indeed requested to see it. So you have it here, you get to watch it, you get to see it. I hope this is all that you ever dreamed of. And my second disclaimer is that I was gonna remove my nail polish because it's looking terrible. I feel like you and me, we are already past that level of relationship, so I think that you can accept that my nails are a bit chipped. But at the same time, I wanted to mention it because it's disgusting. I hate seeing videos of other people using their hands to show whatever it is, and when they have cheap nails, I'm always like, you could have removed it. And now here I am not removing the nail polish. I should have just removed it. Here we go. This is where my notebook starts on the year 2021, roughly what, 1/3 in, and behind this I have some months of 2020. This is the notebook that I'm using. It's a yellow Leuchtturm 1917. That's the brand of the notebook, and the pages are dotted, and I'm not sure if you can exactly catch that on the camera. Anyway, this is the first page. It's not exactly pretty, none of this is. It's more on the practical side of things. So it starts with some book stats. Let me get that post-it out of the way for you. This is where I was keeping track of the genres, number of books, number of pages that I would read every month. At the bottom we have the star ratings, and I never really filled this in. I created this page in case I wanted to record an end of year stats video, but then I didn't want to, so there was no point in filling up this any further. Anyway, moving right along, we have January. All my calendars look the same. In January in specific, I even have a cover for the month, but shortly after this I stopped doing them. I just write the days and the days of the week. I put bars on the weekends so I can use that to differentiate the weeks, and then I write the things that I'm doing that month. Books, exactly the same, so I keep track the number of books, the titles, the star rating that I gave them, and the pages, and then at the end of the month I add them all up. Here we had one positive line a day, starting the day I lost my job. In January 2021 was when I lost my job as a cabin chief for an international airline, and it was very depressing couple of weeks, still is, but by here was really strong. I started this. This was for a video in February that I recorded with Natasha, so I used that to help me. And we jump right into February, and like you see, there's no cover photo anymore, cover page. It's just straight into the calendar, and usually I use a different color for each month as well to help me differentiate the things. Books, again, one positive line a day. Apparently I did that once again. Another video of the February things. My bullet journal is pretty much the same thing over and over again. This was me and Filipa preparing the second edition of the Manganet competition, the ultimate reading competition. So I just had the rules here of things we had agreed so I wouldn't forget. And here was where I was counting the pages for that. April, same thing. We have the calendar, list of books. I didn't read a lot, as you can see. This was an experiment that I was making with my YouTube channel, and I was recording a video about this, but then I gave up on the experiment and on the video, and so I've never seen it. I was trying to improve my channel, but then I realized that my channel is actually a lost case because of the kind of audience that I have, and there's no way of recuperating that. I would have to start from zero, and I'm not interested, so I just gave up on that idea. But I was tracking all the things here so I could do a video about it and share with you what I learned in the process. Here's May. And in May we did the second edition of the Manganet Mania. So again, here were the rules and the things we agreed on, so I could share with you, and also I could reference back to this if there was any questions. Again, me tracking the pages that I was reading during the competition. June. Whenever we do Manganet competition, I always get in the spirit of tracking pages because it's fun and incentivizes me. So I tried doing it again in June, but as you can see, it was just a huge fail. And as well, I decided to keep my challenges of reading like we did in the Manganet competition, and I had them all inside a jar, and the idea was that every day I would take one and I would have to complete that in order to take the next one. But as you can see, I had this challenge, so simple, start one of the oldest books, and all these days I didn't start the challenge, so I never got to take a new one out. So again, one of those failed projects that I do for myself. I have a lot of those in my bookish life. July. The template is always the same, 100% the same, with a lot of things that I give up in the middle. Here was a book tag, so sometimes when I record these kind of things, usually I write them on my phone, but sometimes I like having them on the notebook just so it's easier to look for the books and things like that. This was an enneagramathon. I was participating in this and I was so proud of myself. Look, I had 3 books to read and I actually read them all, but sadly this was around the time that my grandma passed away, so I gave up on that vlog because I didn't feel in the correct state of mind to pursue that. Now this is a very exciting page of my bullet journal, and if you are here you get a little sneak peek of what's to come. These are all the reading vlogs that I've been working on, and as you can see I have a lot of them that I need to read a lot of books. In order to be able to publish the vlogs I needed to have somehow a way of tracking it so I wouldn't lose track of things, because I do have these ideas all the time and then I just start the vlogs but it takes me forever to finish them, so I was getting very confused, and that's why that page exists. September, a great reading month, as you can see. This was actually when I started my TBR game, so this was how I was keeping track of the things that I was getting on the game, obviously. To-do lists. I like these running to-do lists. I used to do them on the bullet journal, then I moved to doing them on my phone, then I moved back to doing them here. Currently I'm doing them on my phone again. It just depends on the mood, really. Again, TBR games, I can keep track of which books are going for round 2, which books came out that month. The cross ones are the ones that I haven't hauled. The ones that are painted are the ones that I actually read and finished for the month. November, another TBR game. December finishes with a TBR game as well, and this brings us to 2022. So this was my short walk through my bullet journal of 2021. I hope you enjoyed seeing my bullet journal. Like I said, it is really nothing special, but let me know if there was anything in the comments that piqued your interest, and come back tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye!